Hello viewers, I'm Shalini Bindra and I follow Ricky Chadha Astro Healer on YouTube. Thank you.
Hello friends, this is Ricky Chadha from Astro Healer. Today I'm here to discuss with you something about that many people have asked me to make a video, and so I am today discussing about the D1 chart and the D9 chart. The D1 chart is the Lagna chart and D9 chart is the navamsa chart. See, before I go any further, let me explain to you. If you ever want to refer to your D9 chart, make sure that your birth time is accurate. Because if your birth time is not accurate, there is a probability, there are chances that it could be misleading and it may not have the authenticity to establish when you're looking at your spouse, because D9 chart talks about your spouse. It also talks about the strength of a planet. So there are powerful connection between the D1 chart and your D9 chart. The planets in your D1 chart and your D9 chart is what makes the difference. See, generally people get married and they realize that they are getting along with their spouse. That means there is a compatibility, and sometimes it is the other way around. See, in marriage what is required is being honest, and to be honest, I personally believe you must give some time and honestly wait to understand your spouse. At the same time, you have to even be ready to make some changes in your personality, knowing that few of your traits, few of your strength or the weaknesses may or may not gel with your spouse. Now, if you are into a love marriage, I think you had enough time to understand the person. But then in my last video I explained to you, when you are into a love marriage, there is a vast difference from when your girlfriend becomes your wife or your boyfriend becomes your husband. It's a complete shift. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Now, each partner in the marriage, each partner is trying to learn and become more like the other. Or at least the person tries his best to be knowledgeable by understanding the boundaries of the other person, and to become more conscious about the space that he requires and the space that is required by your life partner. Anyway, this was all about the navamsa. Let us now go further down. How can you see your spouse, would-be spouse or a partner through your navamsa chart? If you want to see, then you should be working on some of these steps that I am going to discuss tonight in this video. See, first of all, let us assume, or rather this is what the case is. See, this is the axis, D1 chart, your Lagna chart. This is you and this is your wife. Or I would say this is your wife and this is you. Either which way. Try to find out in D1 chart the Lord of your seventh house. Look at this. Now, in this case, suppose this is Aries and this is Libra. Find out the Lord. The Lord in this case is Venus, right? Now, the next rule says, now go into a navamsa chart, in the D9 chart. Try to locate, see where this Lord of the seventh house, in this case it is Venus. Try to locate where it is. Okay, in the D9 chart. Then determine, understand the ruler of that navamsa sign. So suppose this is Venus. In the navamsa, maybe it is sitting over here. So it is the sign of Capricorn. Let's assume this is the same chart, okay? So it is a Vargottam chart, I would say. So it is a, look at this, if it is over here, then obviously this is Capricorn and it is ruled by Saturn. So find the Lord of the D9 chart, in which I have already explained to you, this is Saturn. Now what you have to do, come back to the D1 chart, back from navamsa, come back to the D1 chart. Study the planet, that means Saturn in this case, carefully. Study the characteristic of Saturn, study the Rashi influence on your D1 chart, the drishti that is forming in D1 chart, and everything about it. This is what I call as matching the energy point. Okay, this will give you the energy point of it. You have to experience the spouse. You have to experience the spouse is like, is grounded over there. And if the seventh navamsa Lord is is a good planet, is an auspicious planet in D1 chart. Now I mean to say, let us come back. In your D9 chart, look at the seventh house over there and see whether that particular Lord in the D9 chart, the Lord of that house, come back to D1 chart and see whether that particular planet is, in this chart, is functional benefic or functional malefic. If it is a wise planet, a good planet, an auspicious planet, then you can say, okay, the marriage is going to be very blissful, delightful. Now at this point, whatever we have discussed, take the responsibility of the connection. I've told you the connection. The ongoing psychic tug of war with the other person. So if the two planets, see, we spoke about Venus, we spoke about Saturn. We know these two planets are good friends. There is no enmity in it. And everything seems to be okay. Also try to understand all those traits that one may have projected upon the spouse are indeed unrecognized or unacknowledged characteristic of one's behavior. Many a times we do not give out our own character, what you are, what is your true personality. As I have always told you, that we in public, we always act. We give a very different perception to the other people, but when somebody is coming into your life, becoming a partner, you have to understand what the person is actually into it. In one of my lectures, there was a female who was into consultation, and I just requested her. she was getting married and she wanted to know, okay, what is the nature of my spouse. I told you, forget about the astrology. For some time, forget about the astrology. Take the person to a restaurant, take him to a hotel, see how he behaves with people. How is he in public? Is he arrogant? Is he very humble? Is he soft spoken? All these you will understand when see the way he treats the people will give you much knowledge about his inner self. That's my way of looking. You may have a different opinion altogether. Now, in my next video, because I don't want to make this video too long, so in my next video, I shall be discussing about what is the best method. What is the best method to find out the core characteristic or the character of your spouse. So wait till then, till I come with the next video soon. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Take care.